Hey, what's up, y'all? Come in and sit down. Listen, Teyana Taylor and Amon Schubert, information has leaked about what really happened in their relationship. And all I want to say to Teyana Taylor is, girl, one, I am so sorry if everything in these are divorce filings, these secret divorce filings that she put up. We're going to get into them. I am so sorry that she experienced that if everything she put in those divorce filings are true. But also I want to say, girl, you don't got to lie to kick it. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, right? There were all these things when Amon Schubert was caught out in the club with another woman who I think is his girlfriend, because this is a while back, like back in January of 2023. He was caught in the club with another woman. All Teyana's, because we love Teyana like a sister, but it's like, oh my God, Amon's cheating, blah, 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 right? Teyana came back and was basically hitting us with, you don't know nothing about this love. Don't worry about us. Mind your business. And we were like, okay, but you have a family brand. And we all feel like we're your cousins, nieces, nephews, aunties. We see your man in some girl's face. We're concerned and you're telling us, don't worry about it. Mind your business. So we were like, you know what? All right, Teyana, we're going to mind our business and keep buying your mess, right? Because, their whole brand is like the cutest, perfect little family. And it's a cute brand. I'm all for a family brand. I love it, right? But I'm also for a single mom brand. I'm for a single dad brand. I'm for a single woman out in the streets brand. I'm for a single man living his best life brand. Like, okay, like brands can be everything. So if you guys remember, around that time, Teyana Taylor then he popped up with the girl again. And apparently, Imam was seeing this girl so much that the girl started getting upset that people were calling her a homewrecker. So Teyana popped up in our comments and been like, yo, this narrative has been unfair to so many people, right? So many people, including Amon's girlfriend, and we just need to stop it. We are separated, but, and I quote, and this is the part that actually got me under my skin. She said, "Atata, not too much of my bestie." She called this man her bestie. This is the same man that she is now saying is emotionally abusive, a narcissist, a cheater, all this stuff. Not too much of my bestie. In all fairness, Amon and I are separated and have been for a while. To be 1,000% clear, infidelity ain't one of the reasons for our departure. We are still the best of friends, great business partners, and are one hell of a team when it comes to co-parenting our two beautiful children. Most importantly, we are family. And our 10 years together, 7 years married, we ain't never played or about that. We just kept y'all asses out of the group chat, which is the reason we've been able to successfully and peacefully separate without all the outside noise. The only reason I'm even sharing this part of the chat is because the narratives are getting a little out of hand, and it's unfair to all parties involved. That's when he's saying she was going after people saying leave his girlfriend alone. I hope this provided some clarity for y'all. Okay, Auntie taking y'all back out the group chat. Bye. And I remember saying, you know what? I understand it's her life. And I understand you're going, and the internet can be a cruel place. So I understand that. But on the other hand, I'm like, we live in America. You cannot build a brand centered around being a loving, wholesome family with a man that loved you, a wife that's devoted, 2 kids, but yet the daddy or the mommy out in the club getting crunk with a boyfriend or a girlfriend. Like, it's insulting to someone's intelligence. Like, change your brand then. Because if not, people are going to be like, your husband and wife are out there. But you guys, listen, as far as changing the brand, Teyana Taylor's divorce documents have leaked. Baby, I see why she kept us out the group chat. I see why she kept, because Amon Schubert was out there wilding in the streets. Let's run down this list, right? Teyana announced her separation from Amon this past September. They were together for 10 years total and wed in 2016. This is all from the leaked documents. You know TMZ got them. They are parents of 2 children, Iman Juni 7 and Rue Rose 3, right? Teyana said Iman was envious of her and really annoyed and aggravated by her notoriety. She said Iman was rankled when they would attend events and photographers asked him to step away so they could take pictures of her solo. She privately filed for divorce from Amman in January using her initials. She wanted to keep this quiet. She wanted to keep it on low. She didn't want anybody in her business, okay? Amman came in, and also details of the split came from the new doc she filed in Georgia. Teyana said Amman left the family home last month and has not returned. She's requesting temporary and permanent primary physical custody of the kids and joint legal custody and child support. Now, listen, I get why Teyana didn't want people in her business. I get it. And I also understand if she was experiencing mental or narcissistic abuse, the issue's real. I would say that as far as accountability, there's a difference between letting your people in your business and perpetrating a lie. And when you perpetrate a lie, you make it harder for the next person, if they are experiencing abuse, to actually come forward too. It's not your responsibility to protect anyone. I get it. Abuse is abuse, and I get her not wanting to face the public humiliation. Honestly, there is as much as we don't want to talk about it, there is a personality type that succumbs to narcissistic abuse. It's not a failing, but I guess I can't say it's a type, because at the end of the day, you just don't want to be judged by others. And actually, I take that back. It's not a personality type, because nobody wants to be judged by others. And narcissists get in your head to make you feel like you're going to be judged. It's like even more, it's going to be a scandal, something. You see what I'm saying? So I take that back. That didn't even make any sense. That was dumb of me to say. There is no personality type. Narcissists exploit that part of the personality that everybody feels and everybody has, right? Now, she basically said that Amman is a jealous narcissist in divorce documents that she filed this past January, okay? She wanted everybody to feel like she was leaving on her terms. And honestly, I can't fault her for that. She made a number of claims about what she characterized as a dysfunctional relationship with Iman Shumpert. Again, you know their whole brand was like perfect, happy family. Okay? Let's get into this. She said that in the divorce documents, she said the relationship was doomed by Aman's insecurity about their respective levels of fame and whether he was good enough for her. I find this something very, very, very common with men. I think it's because men are socialized to be the breadwinners, and society tells you, and as much as you might have a woman in the corner being like, baby, it's okay, I'll bring home the bread as long as you're a good man to me. I feel that men act out not because they don't have women that will accept it. No, I think because they feel shamed by a society. Because as much as Teyana might be like, it's okay. It's okay if I'm the more famous one. It's okay if I got more money. I don't know if that's the case anymore. But at the end of the day, they feel shamed by society. They get angry that society makes them feel shame. They get resentment, and then they take it out on their partner like it's their fault, you know? In the court doc, she accused Amman of treating her cruelly and displaying extreme narcissistic behavior throughout the majority of their marriage. She said Amman was envious of her and was just angered, aggravated by her notoriety, even at the time he was surging in his NBA career, inking a 4-year, $40 million contract with the Cleveland Cavaliers in 2015 after taking an $8 million from the New York Knicks for his salary from the previous season. So again, you see what it is? He was making money, but there are some men, and it's not some, a lot of men are socialized by society to be, if you are the man, no matter how good your girl's doing, you should be doing better. Which is why for women, I often say, that men like to call women gold, wherever you are in life, like my daddy said, it would behoove you to marry someone that is doing better than you. I don't care if you are making $3 million a year, you need to marry someone that's making $4 million. If you are making $1 billion, you need to marry somebody that's making $1,000,000,001. It's not about you making him feel like the king, because men outside want the world to respect them as a man. And that the men outside on the public level know that your girl got more fame, more money, more this, it emasculates them. And they don't have the mental fortitude to be like, no, but I'm redefining what it means to be a man in my relationship with the woman that loves me. They don't have the mental strength to stand against the world. So what do? They take it out on you. They take it out on you. Again, it will behoove you to always date men. I don't care if you're working at Walmart. You make sure you date the manager of the McDonald's. Just make sure that mofo got more money, more this, more that than you. That doesn't mean he can lord it over you. It means that in a man's mind, he will always accept your success. I'm talking about men that don't have the strength to redefine what society tells them it means to be a man. They will always not only feel secure in their manhood, but society will be like, yo, you got a good man. That'll make the man feel even bigger. And on top of that, they will have no problem about you shining because it never threatens them. It sounds silly, but y'all, I don't know where we are. You can try to reinvent the wheel, or, you can try to do whatever. Okay. She said, Amon would get in his feelings when they would attend public events and photographers would be like, yo, can you step out the frame? We want to get Teyana solo. She said he became more and more angry. I read it as resentful with their fame and would grill her about it and provoke arguments and text messages later saying he was sorry in a toxic repeating cycle. Yo, and that's the thing. Make sure the man is more successful than you in all ways, because you don't want to be dating your ops. You don't want to be married to your ops. And a lot of people, and I get why Teyana didn't want to share this story, because her pride was in it. She wanted that perfect fantasy. And I hope, and she will get it one day. She will get her version of what happiness looks for. But there's a lot of women dating and married to their ops. And there might be a lot of men too, but maybe I'm a woman, so I'm speaking for what I know women go through. Anyway, they said, she said she began to intentionally dim her light for her husband to try to have an harmonious and peaceful marriage, even passing on projects because he didn't want her to work. He said Amon could not be satisfied no matter what she did, so he would complain about her not bringing income into the household after she passed on work. And that's what they do, because at the end of the day, he your biggest ops. He's jealous of you. Right? And he wants to find some way to justify why he's angry, but he's angry because he feels that society emasculated him because he wants to be the bigger star. All right? You work too much. All right, I'm going to stay home. You ain't bringing nothing to the table. She said in court that she did her best to keep the marriage good and going in spite of Amon being extremely emotionally and mentally abusive toward her. She said Amon remained in an insecure state as his NBA career continued to wind down. Okay? She said she used her show business connections to keep Amon busy with on-camera jobs after he was retired from professional basketball. But Amon unfortunately insisted on arguing with her, paving the way for their split. She was even present by his side for Dancing with the Stars. I wonder if those are his show business connections that she used. She said by 2022, the relationship had deteriorated to the point that she filed for divorce. Then she asked her lawyers to withdraw the filing the next day. She told the court she was unable to handle the emotional roller coaster by the time 2023 rolled around, and she decided to move forward with the divorce. And confirming their separation in September, after 7 years of marriage, she said infidelity was not the cause of the breakup, but took a different tack in her divorce papers, saying that Amon had cheated on her. She also mentioned multiple run-ins with the law. Amon had, including a 2016 DUI arrest in Atlanta and a August 2022 arrest in Dallas, where officials said he had a 6.12 ounces of Mary Jane on his person at the airport. In the court docs, she claimed that in one instance, Amon totaled her Rolls Royce and left the scene to avoid getting arrested again. She said that despite her loyalty to Amon, he reacted with further cruel treatment and selfishness because we don't get it as women. Men don't just want to be the king of their castle. They want to be looked at with respect by the outside world. It's the ego. So when you might be treating them like a king, but everybody else is laughing at them like, oh, she's the famous one. She's this, she's that. They have their own insecurities. They think the world is looking down on them, and then they take it out on you. Again, all this mess she did, and again, the more she was nice to him, the further cruel treatment and selfishness, because it was his shame and his resentment he was taking out on her. You are the subject of his jealousy. He was your ops. He was your ops. Okay. She was subjected to another embarrassing and humiliating cheating scandal after he made a last-ditch effort for them to reunite after she filed for divorce in January. In April, she denied rumors that circulated on TikTok that she had OD'd after learning a mom was unfaithful to her. Remember, she said, these types of rumors and lies hurt the most because I take pride in being a mother and would never be that irresponsible. I never use, illicit substances a day in my life, nor do I smoke and only drink occasionally. To read the comments on my page being flooded by people's assumptions of me and my family and creating stories and scenarios that don't exist and never have, I will absolutely always respond and protect the integrity of my family, especially if lies are being told. Again, I don't know about that whole OD story because she never struck me as someone that was even into that lifestyle. But she did say that Aman left the home in October and has not returned, and she's requesting temporary and permanent primary custody of their kids and joint legal custody. Let's also not forget that he showed up for Halloween with his new girlfriend. They had a couple's costume. Insiders said that Teyana used her initials in the filing to avoid attracting attention, but has used both of their names in recent filings. I think that she was hoping maybe to work it out with them, and now that he's not coming home and he moved out, she's like, all right, let this keep going. And I get it. There's a lot of shame in any type of abuse, and especially when you act. So I'm not faulting her at all for keeping this quiet, but you ain't have to be arguing with people in the comments either, calling us every other name but a child of Jesus, because literally people were concerned for her. But I understand, it's the internet, right? And this is her real life. So shout out to her for doing what she needed to do to take the necessary steps to make sure she was okay. Shout out to her. Listen, again, she didn't want to be shamed. Oh, that's a cute outfit. Teyana Taylor dress is so cute. She didn't want to be shamed. She didn't want this to come out. But something happened and changed. And I really think that he got very, very serious with his new girlfriend. Or any even his new girlfriend is, I don't know. I doubt she's preggo. Let me not start any rumors. Anyway, let's remember his Mother's Day post he put up for her. I'll leave you with this. He said, your strength, persistence, and patience has never ceased to amaze me. Your little head fits all the hats, no matter what. Your little head fits all the hats, no matter what the size. But there's something so beautiful about that mommy hat. So pure and so forever. Keep on pushing the love and creating the memories that remind us what this life is about. We love you. And she commented it. You always know what to say, my personal poet. Thank you, my love. Y'all, listen, I've been saying this the most. I'm not saying social media is fake, because there are some people really happy on social media showing their love, but I am saying that social media is not real. And a lot of relationships we've been taught to admire, people we've been taught to respect, money that we bow down to, you have to be on the inside to see what it is, good and bad. I do want to say that with Teyana, I really feel for her that she even went through this and she had the divorce. And at the end of the day, she was married to her Opps. Yo, shout out to Teyana. She's a beautiful, talented, beautiful girl. Got 2 adorable children. She's going to be all right. And even her brand that she was worried about, I think, because Aman, again, this whole video is my speculation, because Aman was tied up into it. Her brand, I think, is going to become even stronger. That at the end of the day, I do believe she's going to see that fool was holding her back. And now she can actually stop dimming that light and turning it on full throttle. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.